In the busy city of Valeria, where the tall buildings shimmered under the sun, lived a young man named Adrian. He was handsome, rich, and charming, living a life many admired. Coming from a wealthy family, Adrian was used to getting everything he wanted, from fancy cars to custom-made suits. He believed that ambition was the key to success, and he was determined to make a name for himself in the world of business. But behind his success, Adrian didn't believe in love. He had seen his parents' troubled marriage, filled with grand gestures that hid their unhappiness. To him, love was just an illusion, something for fools. He laughed at romantic gestures and saw relationships as nothing more than deals, where people traded affection for money or status. His friends teased him for being so cold, but Adrian didn't care. He thought emotions would only get in the way of his goals. One afternoon, at a charity event, something began to change. Adrian's eyes were drawn to a young woman named Elara. She stood out, confident and graceful, dressed simply but elegantly. She spoke with passion about the charity's mission. Her words were sincere and full of purpose. Curious, Adrian approached her, trying to impress her as he usually did. But Elara wasn't swayed by his wealth or looks. She believed that love wasn't something that could be owned. It was a choice between two equals. To her, love was built on respect and understanding. Adrian was surprised by her strong beliefs. For the first time, he felt a real connection with someone, not just because of her beauty, but because of her strength and intelligence. Their conversations weren't easy. Elara challenged him, and Adrian found himself drawn to her in a way he hadn't expected. Weeks passed, and Adrian continued to pursue Elara. Slowly, he began to see love in a new way. Not as a one-sided decision, but as a partnership. However, his old arrogance sometimes returned, and he found it hard to show his true feelings. Elara noticed this, and it made her hesitate. She saw moments where Adrian still seemed unsure about love, which created a distance between them. One evening, after a tough conversation about their views on love, Elara decided to step back. She told Adrian she needed time to think, and as she walked away, Adrian felt a deep sense of regret. Days went by, and Adrian reflected on his feelings. He realized that love required honesty and vulnerability, things he had ignored for too long. Determined to show Elara that he had changed, Adrian planned a special event. He invited her to the charity they've both cared about. When Elara arrived, Adrian stood before the crowd and spoke from the heart. He admitted his past mistakes and explained how meeting her had changed him. "I used to think love was just a trick," he said, his voice steady but filled with emotion. "But now I understand that love is a choice when we make together. Elara, you've shown me that love is built on respect, and I want to choose you every day as we create something beautiful." The room grew silent as his words hung in the air. Elara's eyes filled with tears as she listened. For the first time, Adrian's hard exterior had softened, revealing his true self. Elara approached him slowly, her heart pounding. "Adrian, thank you for your honesty," she said quietly. "It takes strength to admit when you're wrong. But love isn't just about words. It's about what you do. Show me that you can be the man I know you can be." Adrian nodded, finally understanding how blind he had been. He took her hand, and as they moved through the crowd, he realized that love wasn't about control or status. It was about feeling truly connected to someone. In that moment, he grasped the beauty of love. The feeling of belonging to someone, of caring so deeply that you forget yourself. Knowing that person is there to remind you who you are. It was more than just choosing Alara. It was discovering the kind of love that made him feel whole, a love he never knew he was missing. If you liked the video, don't forget to subscribe for more helpful content. Until then, see you have a wonderful day.